With its blend of grit, drive, and a love for both justice and fast cars, Anthony Richard and Anstead's life tale sounds like an innovative adventure. From a modest upbringing in England to the global arena of car television and entrepreneurship, he is well known as the co-host of Wheeler Dealers. In this in-depth narrative, we follow his development from his early years and police work to his explosive career in the automotive industry, his well-received TV appearances, his relationships and marriages, and even the contentious legal disputes that have emerged recently. Ant Anstead was born in Plymouth, Devon, England, on March 28, 1979. Working-class ideals and an unwavering interest about how things operate were prevalent in his early years. Ant was raised in a modest home where his family taught him the value of diligence, tenacity, and commitment. His innate love of mechanics and craftsmanship started to take shape in this setting, despite the fact that it was very different from the glitzy world of high-performance cars. Ant grew up in Ely, Cambridgeshire, before relocating to Hertfordshire when he was 10 years old, a transformation that shaped his identity and exposed him to a range of experiences. As Ant studied for his A-levels at Haileybury School after attending Richard Hale School in Hertford, he developed a growing interest in all things mechanical. He built his first kit vehicle at the age of 16, a project that not only showed off his early technical skill, but also ignited a passion for cars design, restoration, and construction that lasted a lifetime. This pivotal time in his life planted the roots of his desire and inventiveness, which eventually led him to pursue a career in car craftsmanship after serving in public service. He demonstrated a unique combination of technical proficiency, perseverance, and business acumen as a youngster, traits that would later characterize his diverse career. At the age of 18, Ant started a job in 1999 that was very different from the world of exhaust pipes and engines. He joined the Hertfordshire Constabulary and worked as a Bishop Stortford police officer. His early years in law enforcement were marked by a strong dedication to public service and a determination to positively impact his community. During his time with the police, Ant displayed both heroism and routine. He demonstrated his courage and skill while serving in the tactical firearms team at Welwyn Garden City, where he rose to become one of the youngest armed officers in the United Kingdom at the age of 23. In addition to demonstrating his dedication to duty, the praise he received for his valiant deeds also showed that he was a guy who was not afraid to take chances and put himself in danger to save others. Later on, these encounters would stand in sharp contrast to the more imaginative and unstructured field of auto restoration. For Ant, a profession in police enforcement and a love of vehicles were complementary, despite the fact that many people might view them as diametrically opposed. His later work as a vehicle constructor and television host would benefit greatly from the discipline, attention to detail, and dedication to perfection required by law enforcement. But when his longtime passion for cars and his inner creative drive intensified, a turning point appeared. By the middle of the 2000s, it was evident that although being a police officer was an honorable vocation, Ant's true passion was cars. He took the tough choice to leave law enforcement in 2005, choosing the exciting but uncertain field of car design and construction for the regimented life of a constable. He didn't make this choice lightly. It meant giving up a stable job to follow a passion that was both a calling and a dream. After leaving the force, Ant immersed himself in the custom automobile building and restoration industry. He started building unique cars and restoring vintage cars for affluent customers. He immediately established himself as a master builder due to his craftsmanship, which was distinguished by a fusion of technical mastery and creative flair. His work eventually started to transcend into the field of art in addition to attracting interest from private collectors and vehicle enthusiasts. His reputation as an artisan and a pioneer in automotive design was further cemented when a number of his designs found their way into museums and esteemed private collections across the globe. Ant really started to combine the artistic flexibility of auto restoration with the analytical accuracy of his policing days during this time. He will soon pave the way for a completely new era of television due to his capacity to create under duress and his unwavering quest for excellence. Ant Anstead's entry into the public eye was both a logical advancement and a daring foray into unexplored terrain. Alongside actor Philip Glenister, he co-hosted Channel 4's For the Love of Cars in 2014, marking his first significant television appearance. The display combined engineering, history, and the pure excitement of driving to celebrate automobile culture. It gave Ant the chance to demonstrate both his extensive automotive expertise and his contagious passion for the industry. Additional opportunities were made possible by the popularity of For the Love of Cars. In 2015, Ant hosted Building Cars Live on BBC Two, a show that put viewers behind the scenes of the car's restoration process and featured celebrities including Kate Humble and James May. Audiences responded favorably to his genuine love of cars and his innate charisma on TV, which paved the way for his next big television job. The most well-known aspect of Ant's television career may have been his work on Wheeler Dealers, where he co-hosted with Mike Brewer in 2017 when Ed China left the show. Wheeler Dealers was not just a car buying and car selling program. It examined the history of automobiles, restoration, and the pure delight of turning dilapidated cars into moving works of art. The decision to join Wheeler Dealers was a pivotal moment. Here, Ant put his technical expertise and experience in car restoration to use by working directly with vintage cars, identifying issues, and managing intricate rebuilds. Through his participation on the show, he was able to reach a worldwide audience, educating millions about the craft of auto restoration and solidifying his standing as a reliable authority in the automotive industry. Throughout his time on Wheeler Dealers, Ant was praised for both his mechanical prowess and his ability to communicate complex repair procedures in an interesting and approachable manner. His approachable demeanor and sincere excitement inspired a new generation of do-it-yourselfers and aspiring makers by clarifying car repairs for the audience. Emotions were mixed when he left Wheeler Dealers in 2020. Even while many fans were disappointed to see him go, his departure marked the beginning of a new era in which he would pursue more personal endeavors and entrepreneurial endeavors. Anstead's private life has been just as vibrant and occasionally tumultuous as the bright lights of television and the thunder of motors. His marriages and relationships have frequently been brought into the public view, illustrating the difficulties and benefits of leading a life in the spotlight. Ant and Louise's story had their first significant, long-term relationship when they were teenagers. Their marriage in 2005 was the result of their love story, which was characterized by a strong bond formed around common goals and dreams. They created a life together that includes 2 kids, a son named Archie and a daughter named Amelie. For many years, the couple exemplified unwavering love and dedication, and fans of Ant's career frequently praised their collaboration. However, time and change finally took their toll. Just like in many long-term partnerships, in 2017, the pair declared their split after 22 years of dating. Despite the terrible end of their marriage, Ant and Louise have managed to keep their relationship civil and friendly, putting their children's welfare first. Their story serves as a reminder that people with seemingly perfect lives can nonetheless struggle with very personal issues. Ant's personal life took yet another drastic turn shortly after he and Louise parted ways. He started dating Christina, an American television personality, in October 2017. After a brief courtship, the couple married on December 22, 2018, in a beautiful wedding at their California home in Newport Beach. Ant accepted a life that matched his work in the automobile industry with a new, transnational personal journey, marking this chapter of his life with a dynamic new start in the United States. In September 2019, the couple welcomed Hudson, their son, a happy occasion that momentarily overshadowed the numerous difficulties that arise when 2 lives are combined. However, rifts started to show in their relationship despite the initial optimism and the warmth of their shared experiences. Ant and Christina made their breakup public in September 2020. There were some issues with the eventual divorce, which was finalized in 2021. Although a custody battle over their son Hudson caused additional stress, all parties eventually made a concerted effort to come to a mutually agreeable agreement that prioritized Hudson's needs. In April 2021, after Ant's past marriages had come to an end, his life took yet another unexpected turn. Renee Zellweger, the celebrated Academy Award-winning actress, came into his life, a combination that enthralled both audiences and the media. When Ant was hosting the show Celebrity IOU Joyride, the two met on the set and they clicked right away. Both on and off screen, their friendship has been marked by mutual respect and common interests. Although the public has found this combination fascinating, Ant and Renee have also had to deal with the difficulties of combining lives that are both very private and continuously monitored by the media. In spite of these obstacles, the pair is nevertheless dedicated to helping each other, striking a balance between the demands of prominent occupations and the need for a secure, caring home life. Ant Anstead entered the business world after a successful career in television and a rising reputation as a car maker. He co-founded Radford Motors in August 2020, a business that sought to bring back the legendary heritage of custom coach building. The goal was very clear: to build upscale, personalized luxury cars that would captivate auto aficionados everywhere. Radford Motors was not intended to be simply another car company. Ant and his associates had an idea for a brand that fused the cutting edge of contemporary style with the rich history of traditional coach building. The Lotus Radford Type 622 supercar, the company's flagship project, was created with lofty goals in mind, with the intention of raising the bar for high-end cars. Working along with prominent motorsports professionals, such Formula One champion Jenson Button, the initiative created a lot of early excitement and attention among enthusiasts and investors alike. However, the path to success was paved with unforeseen challenges, as is sometimes the case with ambitious entrepreneurial endeavors. Radford Motors was embroiled in a number of legal battles at the beginning of 2024, which threatened to halt the company's advancement. Business partner Pastor Velasco sued Ant and co-founder Daniel Bednarski in March 2024, claiming that Ant owed him $2 million. This was just the start of the legal battle. Roger and Berhold Jr., another co-owner, came out in July 2024 with claims of financial fraud. Berhold charged Ant and Bednarski with embezzling customer deposits intended for the creation of personalized luxury cars and using them for personal needs and other purposes. In October 22, 2024, Radford Motors filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to increasing legal demands and growing financial difficulties. The legal problems did not end with disagreements amongst business associates. A number of customers who made large deposits on bespoke cars filed complaints, alleging they never received the cars they paid for or the promised refunds. In one well-known instance, Timothy Tasker claimed that after paying $101,000 in 2022, he was neither given a refund or the car. Similarly, in July 2024, Drs. Scott Katzman and Lamborghini Palm Beach filed a combined lawsuit alleging that they had spent more than $1,050,000 in total for cars that never came to be. In addition to endangering Radford Motors' financial health, these litigation damaged Ant's standing as a successful businessman. Ant has made public his resolve to address the problems and reassure customers that the company's mission would be maintained throughout this time. Although his professional achievements and public image have surely suffered as a result of the legal battles, he has maintained an attitude of accountability and dedication. Ant Anstead has persisted in inventing and pursuing new endeavors despite this hardship. His relentless desire to reinvent himself and push the limits of what is feasible in the fields of television entertainment and automotive design has defined his career. Ant has not shied away from the spotlight since leaving Wheeler Dealers and the problems he had with Radford Motors. He returned to his roots in October 2024 with the start of a new television series called Ant Anstead, Born Mechanic, which follows his own adventure of remodeling a farmhouse that dates back hundreds of years, a project that is closely linked to his family's history. The show's unique fusion of house remodeling and car restoration highlights Ant's diverse skill set and his wish to get back to the practical, hands-on work that initially motivated him as a young mechanic. Audiences have responded favorably to this endeavor because they value not only his proficiency in restoring vintage automobiles, but also his capacity to redesign environments, resulting in residences that are as distinctive and legendary as the automobiles he has constructed. A major turning point in his personal life is also marked by the program, which highlights the value of heritage, legacy, and personal development by including members of his family for the first time. The adventure of Ant Anstead is far from over. His steadfast love of cars and innovative design keeps him motivated despite the failures and legal disputes that have plagued his recent career. It is anticipated that his upcoming projects would combine the fields of custom automobile building and new media endeavors, increasing his impact in the automotive sector and the entertainment business at large. In interviews, Ant has underlined that although the last few years have been difficult, they have also taught him important lessons about accountability, resiliency, and the value of following one's purpose in spite of hardship. Ant is dedicated to his trade and to motivating those who share his passion for mechanics and design, whether it is through creative television programming, business endeavors, or practical restoration work.